a Band-Aid? Frank Taffy, all he needed was a Band-Aid? Did I just hear a medical doctor say that? Because last night, Taffy, you told me he was going in and out and in and out of unconsciousness. He was seeing his life flash before him. You told me that. He needed a Band-Aid.
Nancy.
I'm just going to open it up, and I'm going to put it in a FedEx. I'm going to send it to you, Taffy. A Band-Aid.
Okay. Hey, Nancy, a picture's worth 1,000 words. A picture's worth 1,000 words. I got 1,000 words. She wasn't the attending physician. She merely was going on photos on a disc that was supplied to her by the state. And, you know, upon cross-examination of this witness, she bought into a lot of the defense's strategy that they could have been injuries more than one. And Mr. O'Mara, on cross, asked her, could have been more than one? Could have been four? She said it's possible. So here's your reasonable doubt.
It's possible. And you know what else is possible? It's possible that little green men came down from Mars. And
you know what else is possible?
That they shot Trayvon.
You want to know what else is possible? It's brain damage. Okay,
what?
External
brain
versus
damage?
Internal. You know, Nancy, we saw externally what happened to George that night. We don't know what was going on in the inside of his brain.
Are you telling me that Zimmerman had brain damage? Because that's, whoa. Control room.
Nancy,
take me back in the courtroom.
We're looking at a contusion here, and there are very, very fine punctate abrasions that you need to have a close-up photograph to really see them.
And again, explain for the jury or define for the jury what's a punctate abrasion.
Okay, punctate means like a little speck, like a spot.
All right. Are any of the injuries depicted in State 75 life-threatening?
No.
A speck, Mr. Taffy? A spot? A speck?
Nancy, she was reviewing the pictures. If you listen to the attending physician the next day,
they did require it because I can see it for myself.
Would you perform
my lying eyes?
Would you perform a physical from a picture or with the patient in front of you? Which one has more validity?
Actually, both have validity.
Okay, now I'm sure the defense on their cross laid out a foundation for the fact that she did buy in that it could have been more than just one blow to the head, and then she thought that the entire scene took place on a flat surface, when actually it was at an angle which caused the rotation of the hitting.
Mr. Taffy, you are a fairly intelligent man. All right, so
fairly.
We are looking at, show me those pictures again that were just shown in the courtroom. I don't need a medical doctor. No, the side of his head. That is after it has bled down. That. I'm looking at his head. She said that there are specks of wounds. And you are telling me that his whole life flashed in front of him, and now you're going a step beyond that and suggesting that he had a brain injury?
Okay,
Trayvon Martin is dead. He's shot dead. And this guy needs a Band-Aid.
The back of the head is very vascular. That's the word that you're looking for. It's very vascular. And the injury sustained on the detective's photo clearly shows that there was a lot of blood that night. You were looking at a photo after it was cleaned up. Go to the photo that was taken by
That's not
Detective
helping you,
Wagner.
Taffy. To say it's extremely vascular is my whole point. From one abrasion, he could get all that blood. You're bass-backwards, my man.
Okay. Hey, why do football players wear helmets? They don't go on the field and start butting heads.
From brain injury,
Thank you.
not from a Band-Aid. Are you now telling me that you're telling me that you believe Zimmerman had a brain injury? You don't want to accept that all he needed was a Band-Aid and Trayvon Martin is dead?
At what force does a head need to hit cement before it goes into an unconscious state or a mini concussion? At what stage?
You know, not only that's not the only way that Zimmerman got busted. He's now telling his friends, pull it up for me, please, control room, that nothing about any bushes Nothing about bushes. He's telling his buddy Osterman
semantics.
That
it's all semantics.
No, it's not semantics. He's telling Osterman that Trayvon Martin came at him from 15 feet
there are bushes
away.
there. There are bushes
That's not
there.
Jumping out of any bushes.
Okay, jumped. He came towards. Those are the nuances that he changed. He came towards him from the bushes. He jumped up from the bushes. He ambushed him from the bushes. That was the direction in which Trayvon counted. That is still consistent.
You know what?
He didn't say he jumped off a roof. He came from the bushes.
Let's hear it from the horse's mouth. Go in the courtroom, please.